Chris over there got the fur on.
You know that meme when the dude laughing getting in the car?
Yeah. yeah.
That's what I'm feeling right now. I'm gonna pull the mic.
All right, let's fade it out. Nice. All right. Well, Chris, we're actually here today. Man, it seems like
you got a little boo-boo under your eye.
Oh yeah, that's from courtesy of my youngest son. Boy, the boy is starting to like grab, but he has like nails are sharp, so he's like grabbing my face and got me. He got me and Shelby. He got Shelby up here, and he got me right there. And he's been pulling Raiden's hair. This boy been on a different level right now. Yeah. Well, welcome everybody. And then welcome you, Chris, back to episode 309. It would have been 310 this week, but we took a little absence last week. There was a lot of personal things that happened kind of out of nowhere, so we took a break. But we're back. Not better than ever. I'm actually under the weather. I want to apologize in advance for the viewers and for the listeners. I'm about to be coughing probably through this thing. I'm gonna lean back as much as I can when it happens, but it's gonna be inevitable. I'm just letting you know. I am a little under the weather if you can't tell from my voice, but still I rise, and we're here. But what's up, Chris? I hope your week has been better than last week, to say the least.
Actually, I want to give a shout out to my eldest nephew, man, Zachary. Got the family together Monday evening for Bible study.
Bible study, nice.
It was definitely new. And it wasn't like the whole fam. It was the cousins and whatnot. We was on FaceTime or whatever.
No matter how it's done,
Oh yeah, for sure. It was Bible scriptures being quoted and whatnot, but I thought it would be more important for the first time we did it to understand each other's, kind of get a sense of each other's relationship with God, where it started, where we at with it today, that whole thing. And that took quite some time for everybody to go and get and express themselves. I was having a little rough 2 or 3 days, so I decided to drink that day. I'll tell you what I drank.
Yeah, tell me, please.
I drank 4 Buzz Balls, a whole bottle of wine, and a half a bottle of wine after that. I was going through it over here.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit. But I still was present. Nobody cried or anything. Wasn't being irate. I was still very coherent. The alcohol didn't kick in until Tuesday morning when I had to go to work. That's when I felt the grunt. That's when I felt the grunt of it, oh, I did something wrong last night.
Yeah, you're like, there it is. You're like, there
it is, man. And when I tell you, I was dragging my ass at work all day, dog. It was horrible. I was like, damn, what happened? And then I called around to get a recap because I was like, bro, I don't even know how I ended up in bed last night. What the fuck happened? How we get off the phone with each other? So I figured I got the answers or whatever. But other than that, just been trying to be around and be there for the fam and stuff like that. So it has been a week that I felt off, not on my usual A game, but I think the more aware I am that I'm not on my game, the harder I'm gonna bounce back because I'm gonna want to make up for the time that I wasn't on my game. So yeah, but We are back. We are black. Also, let me say this too. Shout out to Dalton because he put me on GoPuff. And I ran up a ticket over there on GoPuff. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm ordering all type of shit. And I ordered this gum that I seen like ad for is like that new it's some gum that like you can chew. Okay.
He gave up on that.
You can chew. It's some gum you can chew that'll like it's caffeinated. It's got like the L-theanine, whatever in there for like it's caffeine and all that shit. It's like supposed to keep you mentally focused and sharp throughout your day. Warning label suggests to only chew up to 4 pieces a day. Anything over 4, you're probably going to try to build a new apartment complex. So it works. I'm chewing some now because I started getting a little sleepy before we started potting. As you can see, I'm perked right back up, dog. So I bought 4 packs of that off the muscle. Comes with 6 pieces, so I should be good. I usually chew about 2 a day. So
that's the thing with GoPuff. Is like you'll be on there for one thing, and then they'll be like, "Hey, here's a crazy sale on this item you never heard of." Because there was this ice cream. I was like, "Yo, what flavor is that?" And I never heard of it. But me and Shelby got something. That shit was bomb. But I was like,
yeah.
But if y'all don't know GoPuff, it's basically just like imagine like a DoorDash is a corner store, but they own the corner store, so like everything comes from their location or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's basically like snacks. It's like snacks, really.
Bare minimum groceries. Like you can get like
bananas,
sandwich meat, and
like some alcohol. Frozen. They do have alcohol, and then you can get like medicine as well. Like if you need like emergency medicine, they can do that as well. So, but yeah, it's definitely dope.
I'm drinking their apple juice right now. This is their brand.
Yeah,
it's pretty
their stuff's good, man. They got good shit.
With apple juice.
They got good shit, man.
Can you spell itinerary, Dalton?
Can I spell it?
Yeah.
Well, pull it up so you can fact check me.
No, I'm
You got it? Okay.
Shit. Wait. Because nigga, I can't spell it. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I can't spell itinerary.
I'm pretty sure I can, but I'm saying I want you to check me though. If we're doing a spelling bee, motherfucker.
Well, you know, it's like the hats right now, so I don't know how to spell it to like double check with you.
All I gotta say is this. I gotta say one thing to you.
What's up? Yeah, because I can't. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna mute up right quick.
You what?
Mute up right quick.
You're gonna mute it?
Itinerary.
You didn't mute though.
I didn't. You heard that?
I hear you right now.
Ah, shit! What the fuck? I didn't want you to hear.
I didn't hear it from the phone. I heard you talking. Is that what you're talking about? Or you muted your phone?
Yeah, I didn't want you to hear me.
Oh, okay.
I asked how to spell itinerary.
Oh, I heard that. Yes, we all heard.
How? Is my mic fucked up? So you can hear me right now.
Yeah, tap the mic.
I did tap it, so you can't hear me. Okay, that was weird. Anyways, spell itinerary, Dalton.
All right. I. T.
So far, so good. Yep.
E. Okay, so it's
you got 2 more tries.
Then it's ITI. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. E.
Oh,
it's not. So it's ITIN.
Yeah.
And then there's an E in there somewhere.
You're right there. Yeah. You good? I'll give you that one.
ITI.
4 more letters.
ITI. N E, right?
Wait, so you got ITIN. You said there was an E in there, so you got the E. You got 4 more letters.
Yeah, but is the E right there?
The E is where you said it was at. Yeah.
And is it RARY?
Yeah, there you go. All right. I only took 2. Okay, for those who don't know, yesterday on X, if that's what y'all call it, it's called Twitter still.
Twitter, bro.
There was another podcast that I frequent about the Rory and Mal. New Rory and Mal. Yeah. And basically, Rory's a white guy who's like hip hop core, and Mal comes from like hip hop royalty. And their producer, Damaris, is like Rory's best friend. Just a little backstory. Now, they were discussing the Grammy nominations for like rap and hip hop and shit like that. And goddamn, they all pretty much said they did not want Kendrick to win because he's a Grammy darling, and they were like, "Yo, let Clips win; they deserve it." Yada yada. So the K-Bots, okay, which is Kendrick's little minions on Twitter, decided to go dig up Damaris's old tweets and Roy's old tweets. Damaris's old tweets were more like, I don't like Kendrick, da 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 da, but she's changed her tune on him since then.
Mm.
And Rory's old tweets is where we get to like the mess, because he said some unsavory things about
Racial.
Black women
Yeah.
and Beyonce and stuff like that. So he hopped on Twitter Spaces, which is, I'm pretty sure y'all know what it is. But for those who don't,
Chat room.
It's a chat room that you can, it's an audio chat room. So that was probably, I was telling Dalton, because he don't like participate in the fuckery. I was like, this is for one of the longest spaces that I've stayed and listened to.
Yeah.
Probably minus the one that like the Dallas artist area had a couple years back, which was hilarious.
Tez was there too for that one. We all were in that one. We all were there for that one.
And then gosh, it was probably the longest one I've been a part of. Pause. And then the most people I've seen in a actual room. It was over 1,000 people. It was fucking lit, crazy, dog. And because you had both sides, you had Drake people in there, like Drake stands in there.
Of course.
You had Kendrick stands. Yeah. You had like middle ground people. You had people that didn't give a fuck. It was just like, bro, what are y'all in here talking about? So
just had some.
The reason why I asked Dalton to spell itinerary is because there was a guy who was a K-bot that was like attacking Rory like vigorously. So Mal came in there, which is Roy's co-host. He came in there. He said, "Oh, y'all are actually serious. Let me get back out because I thought it was jokes." Damaris calls Mal like, "Yo, please tell Rory to get out of there because they are like lighting his ass up right now." And Rory wouldn't leave. He was engaging with everybody. And one of the dudes he was engaging with was like really getting in his ass with their pause. So Mal hops back in this moment, and the dudes start talking tough, like yada yada. So Mal's just making fun of him. And then the guy says something like, "I don't get tough until flight itineraries are booked," or some shit like that. And Mal says, "Spell itinerary." And the dude like paused for a second. It was like, "Next subject." Like, it was just the funniest shit ever, dog. But ultimately, you know, I feel like Rory, two things can be true, right? And I think you, Dalton, I gotta say, you be around a lot of niggas, black people. Sorry, I don't want to be insensitive. You be around a lot of black people.
Do I?
But you like, yeah.
I'm just joking, Chris. I'm joking.
I know maybe not like as frequently as you used to be, but you like there's and it's something exactly. There's a certain time and a place where like in a black space you won't what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
You won't put yourself and your opinions and your thoughts in on like black shit. Right? Like you kind of let like the discourse happen, and then usually it's like, Dalton, like, how do you feel about the price of tea in China or whatever? And then you would like do it, but you don't like feel entitled enough to like
no
kick the door down and make it like what you feel, right? and I don't think Rory does that either. I feel like he, in a sense, he doesn't do it, but like the more examples I started to get, because I've been listening to Rory since 20,
Joe Budden podcast.
yeah, Joe Budden, I've like 2014, 15. So like I've grown with him and grew up with him or whatever, in the sense of like I've been listening to him for over like 10 years, which is fucking crazy. But I think he's grown as a person. I don't think that he feels that way. I do think he thinks it was jokes, but the main message and point of the space was like, yo, even if it was a joke, Black people found it offensive. So just apologize for it because we find it offensive. And some of us in here are actually fans of yours. Like, don't be this stubborn white guy. And when you got caught being wrong, just accept that you're wrong. I get that. But his stance on it was, I'm not apologizing for a joke because it's not sincere. I don't like it. That sounds bad, but that's kind of what he said. He's like, I know it was a joke. The people that know me knew it was a joke. So I'm not going to like, I'm sorry, well, if I offended you type shit. You know what I'm saying? Without really being sorry, which I get both sides. I don't know where you land on that. I do get both sides.
Okay.
I do. I don't fall on either side because I see both. But but some even the white guy got in there was like, bro, I know you did this and that, but like, if you're even if you don't feel you're wrong, you have this big audience of Black people. You should just say that you apologize and just leave it at that. Don't try to butt your way out of it or comma.
In the great words of J. Cole, Jermaine Cole, all jokes contain true shit.
Yeah.
So they're like funny or not, right? Like if like, and of course, I get that I was in 2012, like way back, like when Twitter was the Wild Wild West, right? Like people were talking about killing themselves every day as a joke, right? Like they were just. It was a wild time. Like let's like that. I get it was a different time, but at the end of the day, if you've seen like the path of any of this stuff, whenever these kind of things surface, the main thing is always like, yeah, I mean, I was young, but I apologize. Like James Gunn literally got fired for making a joke. Kevin Hart got pushed off of hosting the Oscars because he said, if I find my boy with the dollhouse, I'm going to break it over his head. Remember that? But he literally got off. They kicked him off the Oscar bid to host the Oscars because of that tweet. Now, that one is obviously a joke. 100%. Right?
Yeah.
But you saw what happened. He refused to apologize because it was a joke. And then he...
Yeah.
Not like obviously his career didn't really suffer, but he did like literally he on his vision board he said I'm going to host the Oscars one day, and he lost that dream because of he was just vehemently not. He went on Ellen DeGeneres, which is another person who's fucked up several times.
Hasn't done it since.
But she was like, I want you to get back out there, and he was like, I'm not apologizing for this shit. Like so.
I also find it interesting that like right after that. He gets in like a crazy car accident and like somebody tries to extort him for sleeping, like cheating on his wife. I'm just saying, man, you got to sometimes.
But here it'll be all like at the end of the day, like me, him, Eminem, all these people are guests in the space, regardless of how big we are in it, right? Like I'm not big at all, but I'm saying like Eminem is probably the biggest, right? There's like I don't think anybody comes close to that. Right. Rory, but at least Rory is right now one of the biggest names in like
hip hop,
quote unquote hip hop journalism or whatever. And with that becomes certain responsibilities, right? It's like so. I'm not telling him to go back and like, scrub his internet or whatever, because, but. If someone's like, hey, what's up with this? He easily could have been like, yo, that was back when Twitter was a wild place. I made some jokes. I didn't mean to offend anybody. If I did, I apologize. Because he's taken as like I'm apologizing for a joke, but really you're apologizing for offending people. Like that's the main
Yeah.
thing. And like
Yeah.
you said, he does have a responsibility to be coherent to what he's doing, especially when you're a guest in a space. Like I can't just like you said about the like the black issues. I try not to speak on anybody's racial issues, right? Unless it's something I
Mhm.
know is like if it's something I can speak on, like, oh, I know that the police target black people. That's a fact.
Right,
Like I
right,
know
right,
that,
right, right,
right?
right, right,
But
right, 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 right.
I know ICE agents are attacking, are going after people of a certain skin color. Those things are facts, right?
Yeah,
But that's
yeah,
not me speaking on race. That's speaking on factual situation. But like, I'm not sitting here and being like, black people should do this, like,
yeah,
or, um, and when I
yeah.
talk from my point of view on hip hop, I'm talking as a fan and as someone who's like just preference in music. It has
Yeah,
nothing to do with like race or me telling them to like, hey, you need to be more careful of what you say, Mr. Black Man. Like I don't ever do that. Now I've done
yeah,
it for white people. I've talked about Taylor Swift
yeah,
several times in that scenario. But on the other
yeah,
hand, I don't do that because that's not my
yeah.
place to. Now, if you ask me my opinion on something, I'm going to give it as far as like if you're asking my opinion, right? But like um but as a husband to a black woman and a father of two black kids, I have to educate myself on certain things, and then yes, there are some things like I can prepare my kids for, but there's nothing, but I can't tell them the experience from a black point of view. There's just that'll never happen, right? But that's why they have their uncles, you, his grandfather, like people
Uh-huh.
who can speak on the scenario on my behalf, right? But like I can validate like yes, listen to what they're saying. They are in those shoes. So at the end of the day, he has to. You just have to be more careful on what because it's. I get the stance of like it's a joke. I'm not applying it over a joke, and like but that's the that's the thing is that if the group that's offended is asking you to apologize, you then just apologize
Right.
because if you know that's
Do
not who you
you
are, then what's the problem with apologizing?
right? Because it's not like on one hand, it's like not only your decision affects your co-host.
Yeah,
Amal like does not give a fuck one way or another, so
no,
that's fine. But they employ several other people for that show to make it work. So let's just say their subscriber count goes down, and then they start losing their endorsement deals or whatever the fuck they got,
yeah.
their sponsorships and shit, all off the back end. I don't wish that to happen, but I'm just saying there's a possibility that it
We
could,
we
and
saw
that
it.
just goes to show
We saw it
how
happen to Jimmy Kimmel.
unserious. Yeah, yeah. And Rory's no Kimmel, let me tell you. So
Yeah,
it almost goes to show like how unserious he's taking it in this climate. I don't think it'll reach that point, but
no, it
the
won't.
idea of it being the idea of it potentially happening should be enough to be like, let me not even fuck with that, because I've had people on my payroll or whatever that this is their only job, and I've been employing them for 5-6 years now, or however long they've been doing their version of the podcast. So I would think about that even before I thought about myself, like what implications that will come from this on my behalf versus like how is this going to affect Dalton and his family if I don't do something one way or the other. So I mean, but again, this is different time, different folks, different regions, different set of morals. Maybe they're not even thinking that deep, but that's where I would start. That's
Yeah,
my starting point. Then we going up from there. But it is fun to talk shit to these niggas, especially when they feel like they can threaten you or like
yeah.
potentially
That
dox you
yeah
or
that
and all that type of shit. Let me tell you, hear me and hear me clear. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, whatever the fuck, nigga. I live in Texas. F you dox me, nigga. Chitty chitty bang bang. That's all I gotta say, nigga. Open carry, baby. You heard? That's all it is. That's what it is. That's what it's gonna be. Let a nigga show up to my mama's doorstep over some internet fodder, bruh.
Yeah.
Blow your motherfucker.
Yeah. At the end of the
My
day,
bad.
I mean, like, just know like your audience and like what you're doing, and like
Type
understand like
shit.
the response, the power you have sometimes, like because words have power. We know
Yeah.
this, right? Um, Now, like, I don't agree with the just berate, because people just berate because they can, because it's online, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that's where it gets silly, right? Like if you really have a point to prove, like say your piece and then wait for a response, right? So
Yeah.
and like because if you're letting somebody know like the issue, like yeah, you want to see how they respond to it instead of being like, "I'll fuck you up, bitch," because
Yeah. Yeah.
those people are just waiting for conflict, right? Like there's people
Yeah.
that just wait to just do this because they can. Like,
Yeah. Like you said, bro. Speak your piece and move on, bro. But like the thing that is like at the boiling point that I feel like has just went too far is this the Drake and Kendrick stands on Twitter. The shit that they do to each other, and the any person that's like against either camp, the way that they go about like demonstrating like uh acts towards each other is insane, bro. Like it don't it's like it's Twitter, bro. Log off, but this shit they don't this shit they can't, they don't log off, bro. They don't pull the plug on this shit. Like this their
yeah,
life. Like I don't
we
understand how
chronically
this shit
online
got
now.
so.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
chronically
bro.
online now.
It's crazy, dog. Like it's so crazy. But anyways, I thought the itinerary thing was hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
Because it is a hard word to
The boy
spell.
said next question.
Like, because he, I don't know why. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, and I don't like these highbrow people either. Like that, like try to like belittle someone's intelligence or uh just stance on things because it doesn't reflect some shit that they reflect.
Yeah,
Like, be okay. Like, people are supposed to be individuals. This groupthink shit is what we were trying to fight against when Trump got elected the first time. Like,
yeah,
that groupthink word was like a big, like, fucking bat signal in the sky. That was
yeah,
something everybody was like talking about at that time, and how we didn't want groupthink. And now, 8 years later, seven, whatever, 8, 12, no, whatever, 12, 9 years later, here we are on some everybody. If you don't think like this, you are the problem. Instead of like finding commonality and common ground and shit, like it's just crazy. But anyways, we here to review some movies, right? Unless you got something else to get
um,
off. I'm
I mean,
here for it.
I mean, I know that's part of the music thing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else of music that happened. Really, I have some other things I do want to say before we get going, but
Michael Jackson trailer.
yeah, that's more of a movie though. But yeah, there's his nephew is playing him in a biopic, um, and it's the trailer's doing extremely well. Like it's got so many views. Oh,
I ain't even a Marvel film.
Take Care was officially certified diamond. That happened over the week
Mm.
too. Oh, Outcast, Rock and Roll
Rock
Hall of
and Roll
Fame,
Hall of Fame. Salt and Pepper as well.
Salt and Pepper. Yep. So that was incredible to watch. Other than that, I don't think anything else happened while we were gone. Other than that, music wise, that I can recall.
Summer Walker, we got her track list. I know you're a big Summer Walker fan.
Uh, what?
You're a big Summer Walker fan,
Am I? I'm a big Summer Walker fan.
aren't you?
Not
I
really.
feel like you, bro. You were like raving over her first album.
No, the first album banged, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm really not a big fan of hers. That first album banged, no.
Oh, I thought shit. You told me something. I thought you was like white boys for summer. Like,
No.
okay, all
I
right, my
mean,
bad.
their first album banged, no. Not gonna lie. But
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a way bigger Doja Cat fan than Summer Walker. Like that's
Racial chat room showing feet. Music. Oh, Max B came home. The
Oh
Wave.
yeah, Max B's back. Yeah.
Yeah, shout
Shout
out
out to
to the
Max B.
Wave,
To the
man.
Wave.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I spent a lot of my adolescence watching Max B on YouTube
Hell yeah.
because that's like all these people found out that you could upload shit to YouTube.
Bruh.
So we
His
got
shit
all
was
these like
that shit was so raw.
raunchy, dog, straight. The the one I remember the most, I don't know what he was doing, but his hair was down. He was wearing like some glasses. He had a blue t-shirt on,
uh,
baggy ass jeans. He was just like walking the streets of New York talking shit. I think at that point him and Jim had already had their little disagreements or whatever, but
yeah.
yeah, I don't know Max B's musical catalog to that extent. But I do know who Max B is. I do know how important he is.
Oh yeah.
But I never really got into his music like that. But I will say the songs that I've heard recently since he's been home, because people have been posting it. Uh, he might have wrote Ballin'. Now I think about it.
Yeah, there we go.
That chorus is. I remember specifically Jim Jones saying that Jewels wrote the chorus for Ballin'. But if you listen to how Jim is singing that
Yeah.
chorus,
Versus,
that's Max B, bro. That's Max B, dog. Like I ain't even here to start a pot, but I listened to it the other day at work, and I stopped in my tracks like, damn, that's that nigga Max B, bro. I wouldn't have known back then though, because I wasn't listening to Max B.
Yeah.
But hearing it now, like, yeah, that's him, dog. That's him.
Bro, I
But
mean,
anyways,
bro, we've been saying free Max B for a long time, bro. He finally
it's been a
back.
long time. Yeah,
And
cutting up.
it was good to see him looking good, looking like
Yeah,
healthy, sane. That was great to see. I'm sure he's fucking just happy to be back, bro. Like
yeah, yeah.
they never hold it down for him while he was in there for sure.
Yeah.
So just good to see that he's back out there. But before we get to the meat and potatoes, I do have to give two sad notices for these are personal to me, but there's a anime director by the name of Tatsuya Dagamine who passed away. It was he actually passed away in summer, but they just officially announced it today. But he's done a lot of stuff. He's done Dragon Ball, One Piece, Digimon. Like he was a director for all these shows. The One Piece is the more recent high quality stuff. That's been him directing that. He was only 53 years old when he
Damn. Yeah.
it don't really say what happened, but but yeah, he directed the Dragon Ball Super Brawly film.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
He
and
did
then
that.
he was the director of the Tournament of Power. That whole part was all him directing that. So the
He
thing with
did that.
so the thing with him spinning on the Kamehameha, that was all his idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, like just it's just crazy that 53 years old.
Yeah.
and they but it was and they kept it tied up that and then he passed away in the summer. They still did not say why or how, but yeah, he passed away. So I just want to shout out him cuz like very pivotal, like a banger catalog of stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely a big loss there. And then another Japanese, this one's an actor. This man was 92 though, so he lived a long life, but he passed away with pneumonia. His name is Tatsuya Nakadai. Probably him and Toshiro Bufune, probably the most recognizable Japanese actors if you watch any Japanese movies. He was in several samurai movies. One of my personal favorites, Harakiri, and then he was in Ran, which was Akira Kurosawa's like big big American movie. This is the one that Steven Spielberg helped him get over here to America. Um, I believe, yeah, he won an Academy Award for that movie, and Golden Globe as well. Um, so that was a big movie, and this man was the actor in all these movies. Yeah, but 92 years old,
Yeah.
um, just in so many bangers that I've seen as like a just a Japanese fan in general, but like this man was a fucking legend. But he was in 160 films, just total.
Wow.
Um, like I
He up
said,
there
he
with
worked.
Samuel, man.
Yeah, he's worked with pretty much every big Japanese director that you could probably think of. But just what a legend. R.I.P. to him as well. But 92, the pneumonia is rough though. So,
Yeah.
um, but that was also this week. So, two little shout outs I wanted to give for those two people. RIP to both of you guys. Thank you for all your contributions for real, especially for me. But yeah, but the movie this week. We're gonna. So I know we said we're gonna get off the spooky movies, but we just happen to have this movie available now. So Chris was able to finally watch it. So, and that movie is Weapons. So here's the kids running away in the background here. But we finally got Chris to see Weapons. And if you don't know, I saw Weapons with my mother when it came out in theaters ages ago, and then Chris
Mhm.
never could get around to go. So he
Yeah.
just waited for it to pop up on streaming,
Max.
which happened. And so we're finally talking about it. So I can finally um, go in depth and kind of break down how I feel. And also be warned, there will be spoilers for this movie.
Ugh.
It's very hard to talk about this movie without spoiling it. I'm just going to be honest with you. I said that in my initial part too when Chris was asking me about it.
Yeah.
I said it's hard to talk about it without spoiling it because you kind of have to explain the structure like to get the full picture. So, but we're talking about Weapons. Since I've already said how I felt back in the day, what was your initial thoughts after you watched the movie?
No, go ahead. What was you say?
I was just saying, did you watch it all the way through, or did you take any breaks? Did you watch it all the way through?
Watch it all the
Oh, okay.
way through. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My initial thought was Jordan Peele didn't have to or threaten to fire
His squad, yeah,
his squad because they lost the bidding war for the film.
yeah,
Uh, the concept and the idea and how it was presented was very dope. I'm not gonna lie. I was intrigued when we went to go see probably Sinners or F1. It was one of those earlier summer films
and the trailer was on there.
they
I think it
premiered
was
the trailer,
Sinners.
and I was
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit, this shit look like it's about to be something. I want to go see that. Um, I don't really remember what the reviews like from the goddamn people reviewing
Oh,
people
it's a very
said.
high
I
rating.
don't.
It has a very
Okay,
good
I
rating.
don't. Yeah, I don't. I didn't remember what that hit for.
It was
But
very high.
personally, it was a film. Like it. I enjoyed several things about it. It wasn't too much that I disliked, other than the fact that um, I don't think we needed as much time with each character that they gave us. I thought the um, ending was a tad bit rushed, but other than that, I don't really have anything negative to say about the film.
Yeah, that the
Uh,
ending happens
uh,
so fast. Like
yeah,
it just dials up to like 11 immediately. Um,
but I do think the people that had like significant roles in the film were like they picked the right people to like the teacher, the principal, the dad, the
yeah,
cop. Like I think those actors like nailed their shit. So yeah.
Yeah, it still carries at 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. So there you go. Highly
I
positive.
just one of the I can't remember her name. It's like Ashley something. She's like a basketball or sports analyst commentator chick. She's on the younger side. But she said, I just watched this movie and y'all lied. Which I get why I think people hype this shit up. Like the
Yeah.
viewing audience hyped it up, or their expectations were so high that
Yeah.
that's all they wanted to talk about. But again, I mean, as far as like scary, suspenseful movies go, it's
Mhm.
really hard to like keep those expectations high throughout the film.
Yeah. So one thing I do want to say, I said I wouldn't call this movie scary. Like I
Mm,
really wouldn't. There
hmm
the movie itself only has two planned jump scares. Only two that are planned.
Yeah.
Like that are like part of the design. Like there's only two. Um
hmm
and only one got me out of the two. So
hmm
um most of it is like a feeling of like what's happening. Like that's the
Yeah.
main feeling that the movie tries to convey to you. Um and I would get why some people would be like, because like, look, they were calling this like the greatest horror film in the past, whatever, right? Um,
hmm
like, and that's the problem now with certain like with everything being so direct after like when you see a movie, right, and then like the moment after you're like, this is a classic, this is the best thing
Yeah.
I've ever seen, instead of like
Yeah.
sitting on it, which I have done with this movie. I've sit on it
hmm
now and you can kind of like go back and now I've watched it twice because I watched it again for this and you're like you can like give your thoughts, like real thoughts and like and not everything has to be the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
now
Yeah. Yeah.
is it
For sure.
like is it unique? There's definitely some unique shit in here for sure. But
hmm
there are some stuff that like okay, yeah, that like the main thing that's happening, right? Like that was a unique twist. I was not gonna guess this in a mile whenever I first saw
hmm
this trailer. But um what I will say is that the one thing about this movie that is the main thing above all is that this is a type of movie once you watch the movie and the box is open, you can't close the box again. You're never gonna
Yeah.
get like watching this for the first time moment again. It's
Yeah.
just impossible to have that aha again unless you like wait like years later like I don't remember what happens in the movie. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, I think this movie's going to be like recycled clips so much because that ending is like so crazy. Like
Yeah.
they're going to post that a lot. Cuz I'm already seeing like the lady's face everywhere on the internet. There's always memes of her now. So,
Yeah.
um but if you don't know anything about this movie, basically what happens is there's a classroom. There's this one classroom at this elementary school, and all the kids go missing from the classroom except one kid, and they're basically blaming the teacher. Like, why is it just your classroom disappeared? What did you do? And she's like, I don't fucking know, bitch. And like the whole
Yeah.
town's like against her, and you're basically trying to figure out where these kids went, and only why one is left, but they're not letting the kid like really talk about
Initially, when you saw that
it. Yeah.
the kid was the only kid, what did you think his deal was? Like, what? Because me and Ariana had our suspicions when we
Oh,
first
I
saw it.
immediately I was like, it's gonna be someone with him, not the teacher. I already knew that.
Okay.
Like even from the trailer when they're like
Bold.
one kid's left, I was like, it's gonna be someone with him. Either like, see, I like here's my initial thought when I was watching the trailer stuff, and they had like the kid like look crazy on the trailer. I was like, oh, is this kid like possessed or something? Like I was thinking like, is this demonic? Like
Uh,
some kind of route like that. Because like with the word weapons, I was like, oh, is he going to turn all these kids to like weapons somehow? and they're gonna all get like fucking demonized, which I was about 40% there, I guess, but
Yeah.
um, but I knew it had something to do with the kid though, 100%. Like I knew the teacher was just gonna be like the scapegoat, right? Like obviously they're
Yeah.
not gonna make it that easy where it's just like, yeah, the teacher has them all in the basement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like but what the trailer does a good job of is like giving nothing away, even like the way they frame stuff. Because like what this movie really is, it's a movie from different perspectives. So each part of the movie is from a different point of view, right? Which all at the end pieces it all together. Basically, they all meet in the middle at some point.
Right.
So it's a teacher, one of the parents, a cop, a junkie, and then the kid. So you have five
Yeah.
perspectives total. And they all meet in the middle at some point, or they interact.
The kid, initially, I believe Ariana thought he was protected. It was on some like ordained shit.
Okay.
So that's why nothing happened to him. I think I was leaning more towards like he didn't go to school that day.
Oh wow.
I mean, or
Hey,
something like that. You know
it
what I
could have been
mean?
something
Like,
simple like that. Like he was just
yeah,
absent that day.
uh, but then you find out. Well, in the trailer, it says that they all just got up and walked out of the
At the
door one day.
exact
Like
same time, though. That was the weird
yeah,
part. It
the
was all at
little
the same time.
girl narrating or whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, initially Ariana's thought was, oh, it's like he's protected or whatever, and I was like, okay, yeah, I could probably get behind that because I don't know, you know, so. But anyways, yeah, go ahead with your synopsis, brother. My bad.
I mean that's pretty much it because after this point, it's kind of you kind of have to dive into the thing, right?
Yeah.
You kind of got to get into it. But but basically how at the end of the I don't know how I truly feel about this movie. Do I think it's a good movie? Yes. I do think it's a
Mm-hmm.
good movie. It looks great. Well cast. Really interesting crazy premise. But like after watching I was like, "Huh." I kind of had that feeling cuz I
Mm-hmm.
was expecting something like cuz Sinners I was like me and Chris both were like, "Yeah, this shit was a banger." Like this shit was hard as fuck. Like
I think after a few more watches, but whatever. That's not what we're here to talk about.
but yeah, but I mean, you watch it like the fuck ton of times.
17,000 times, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing when you watch
Uh,
something that much time, that the magic starts to kind of like.
well, I mean, okay, we'll talk about it in another review, I guess.
Okay,
Um,
but yeah, like I definitely like the movie, like, but I like I have no I didn't have another desire to watch it unless it was for this, right? Like I was just like I said, if you watch it once,
you don't
like
need to really watch it again unless yeah.
because it's unless you're just getting to the end because the end is entertaining, right?
Yeah.
But it just happened. It just flips a switch at some point, and then we're there, right? But
You know the thing about movies though, to me, is that the 80s, 90s was like the golden era for movies, right? In my opinion. Because you had like your directors who were maybe these indie first starter,
well, I can tell you
big
why.
time or whatever. And when the studios would be like, hey, we don't want Al Pacino to play uh, Michael Corleone. And they're like, we're fighting for this. I believe in this. I don't feel like that is happening today, where the director understands that I have to make a spectacle. Like, this is a world I'm building. This is something that, I want to transcend time and space. I think you have like a few directors that when they make a movie, it's like a bank, like we know. Like you got your Dennis Villeneuve or whatever, Doom,
Villeneuve.
right? Then you got goddamn, who the ones that we
I can
know,
explain
like
this. I can actually explain
what's
this
up?
point. Um, yeah, like you said, there's a handful today that will do that, right? That are true auteurs, right?
Yeah,
Christopher Nolan, you know,
yeah,
goes in depth with like if you watch like the behind the scenes of him making the movies, you're like, bro, what the fuck? Like when he made
Yeah.
Inception, you think that these dudes have wires in the hallway scene, but it's a rotating room.
Yeah.
Insane, right?
Yeah.
Interstellar was done with minimal special effects, and that's movies in space, right?
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino, wholly original stuff that he just makes that's off the cuff. That he just
And
like
out of his mind. Yeah.
like if you read it on a piece of paper, you'd be like, what the fuck am I reading right now? But like when you watch it, you're like, holy shit. Like
even one battle the one battle after another.
Paul Thomas Anderson. Yeah, but like there's certain people like that. But the reason that the 80s and 90s seem so separate, there's one, the budgets weren't as big and they didn't have special effects the way that we have now that can hide a lot of inefficiencies or it can speed up certain processes. Back then, you kind of had to plan everything out in advance and then execute when you're shooting, right? And then tweak here, like when just something's not working, right? Now they go into movies without even a full script now, and they're just doing it on the fly.
Yeah.
Marvel is 100% guilty of that all the time, right?
Yeah.
And also in the 80s and 90s, do you know who was really controlling the movies? It was the director. When you saw Steven Spielberg's name pop up, he wasn't letting no suit tell him what to do.
Yeah, type shit.
This man's, I made Indiana Jones, bitch. Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
I made motherfucking E.T. Okay? Like, the directors were, like, they would, like, do everything in their power to get certain directors in there. And they would be like, yo, please make a movie, right? Please just make a movie.
Yeah.
Dog, James Cameron made Titanic. Okay?
Yeah.
Still, this movie just got his record beat. And then by Endgame, right?
Yeah.
Then they did a special re-release of it, and it came back and beat that record because it got more money.
Yeah.
Timeless shit, right? You're not going to tell James Cameron what the fuck he can make. If I want to make a fucking movie with Avatar blue people, I'm going to do it. And it's going to make $1 billion because I'm fucking James Cameron, bitch. Right? So,
and you know that he cares about what he's doing.
Exactly, because even if he is using special effects, the way he's doing it is to push the medium forward. Because those movies are like tech demos. It's crazy how good those movies look. Like you're like, bro, this is like a real world I'm looking at right here.
Yeah.
But now when you're in this day and age, these companies will throw $120 million at a movie. Damn, sorry, excuse me. And they're controlling the movie. They're like, I'm giving you $120 million. You're going to do what I say now.
Yeah, which is...
And then sometimes you're like, bro, where did this money go? Because I can't see it.
Right.
You're like, this movie's like, this special effects looks like shit. We've said that for a bunch of Marvel movies. And like...
Yeah.
And then some of the goofiness that was happening in the Justice League, right? Like, you're like, bro, where'd this money go? Right? Because like... So that's the difference between now and then is like they're trying to they're rapidly increasing the pace of these movies, like how long they're shooting for, and then they're just trying to get in and out, get the movie in, so get the money out. And now they're doing it. Their budget's so big that you kind of have to do a $700 million to $1 billion movie now to be considered a hit, right?
Yeah.
But then you have a movie like Weapons, I think cost $15 million. Shit, if that makes triple digits, you're doing fucking crazy good, right? I mean, Get Out was like a phenomenon because that movie cost like $6 million.
Yeah.
And that movie looks incredible from top to bottom.
And first time director.
And then like
Jordan Peele.
But it just looks phenomenal throughout. Obviously it's all on location and everything just looks so real because it is. And then stellar performances, which is why I like when we get movies like this because they're letting this dude like try something, right? And like, That's what's cool about A24. Are the movies weird? Most of the time, hell yeah. But guess what?
Mm-hmm.
They take they're giving people, $10 to $20 million checks, and they're making banger films most of the time.
Yeah.
And that's what I think. That's why sometimes when you get these kind of movies, you're like, damn, this movie was like super fucking solid, and like you don't have to compete with these big dogs because I'm not burdened with expectations, because that's what happens now. Is like, what's the next thing? Always.
Yeah.
Because Sinners, what's the sequel going to be like? It doesn't need a sequel.
Yeah.
Now, this movie, they
Oh.
are talking about making a prequel, but I think this one you can do that because there's something that's completely unexplained that happens. And it's never
Yeah.
even explained in the movie. It just happens.
Yeah.
Now, when you get into the nitty gritty of this movie, spoilers from this point forward, 1, 2, 3,
Yes.
4, 5, 6 spoilers. You find out it's like a witchcraft thing, right? Like, there's this lady named like Aunt Gladys that just happens to appear at the one kid that stayed is supposed to be his quote unquote aunt. The moment you meet her, this is not his aunt. Like, there's no way this is his aunt. Because even the dad's like, I don't even know who this is. But
Yeah.
your mom, but there's like little sprinklings of information in the movie where they keep talking about parasites. They're like, in the classroom he's in, is like, what is a parasite? And then like you see a video playing it. When the principal's on the couch watching TV with his husband, they're watching a video about parasites. Like that, there's literally. So you kind of see like, oh, she's kind of infiltrated this family somehow. You don't know how, but the moment you like see about what she's about is like, she has some kind of witchcraft ability. You can tell she's very old, and she's here for a certain purpose, and that purpose is to steal life force from people. The initial idea was to steal life force from the kid's parents. But she says this is not enough. I need more. So she basically tells the kid, I need you to get me some kids from your class. And basically I need an item that's owned by all of them to do the thing, right? And he takes their name tags from school, and then that night she does the little ritual. They all disappear into the night, right? So she's the one hiding them, and she's going to basically absorb all the kids' life energy, because essentially she's dying. She's running out of her energy or whatever. And she interacts with different people in the movie in different ways. When you find out how brutal she really is, the principal of the school, which is Wong from Doctor Strange, Wong in the building. She meets him at school as the kid's guardian, and he's basically like, we're trying to do a welfare check on the kid. Is he okay? And she's like, no, they're fine. And he's like, I need to talk to his parents. And she's like, they're not available. He's like, I don't care. I need to talk to his parents.
Yeah.
So obviously the lady's like, oh, this guy's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna take care of it. So she pops up at his house one day. She's like, I missed the bus. I have to. And he was like, how the fuck do you know where I live? And of course, his husband's like, nah, let her in. So then she gets in the house, and this is how you see how her like magic works. Basically, she gets anything that that's yours, and she wraps it on like this with her, mix it with her blood, and put it on a stick. And she breaks it. She can command you to do whatever, basically.
Yeah.
And you're literally like a homing missile. Like, you just do literally, only idea is to do that. The first thing this motherfucker does it to the principal, and he bashes his husband's skull in with his own head. Brutal.
Crazy.
You watch the whole moment.
Yeah.
And then she makes him find the teacher, and like he runs literally through the entire town without stopping. And the problem is their body's still their body. So his eyes are like bulged out of his head. He's like profusely sweating, like
Yeah, blood all over his face from the
yeah.
bashing. Yeah.
But
My
so
thing is, niggas seen him
mm.
running on the street like that and didn't even stop to be like, oh, maybe we should do something about it.
And they all doing
Nope.
like the arm out run.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But so yeah, it's her is the problem, and then the kid is not bad in this scenario. She was like holding his parents hostage basically. He was learning how to he had to feed them like while they were like
Yeah,
comatose.
yeah.
He had to feed all the kids while they're
Very,
comatose.
very impressed with the
Mm.
young boys' survival skills. One thing that I noticed, which I guess you're supposed to notice, is the kid's aunt was like, "Yo, go feed your parents some soup.
Mm.
Like that's your responsibility. If you don't, they'll die or whatever." So like, he got some Campbell's chicken noodle soup,
Mm.
but he had to use the
Can
can
opener.
opener. He didn't know how to use it. So he wasted more soup than they were able to eat trying to get the can open. So he goes to the store and buys the Campbell's
Pop
chicken
top.
noodle soup with the Pop Top. I was like, okay, this kid, like his parents taught somewhere along the lines, he learned his survival skills. I don't know where, if his parents taught him
Mm.
or whatever the case may be, or like how to take care of yourself or whatever. Um, Up until this point, though, where Don stops, the principal does like find the teacher, while the teacher and one of the missing kids' dads,
Mm.
which is played by Josh Brolin. What's his name?
Josh Brolin, yeah.
Brolin. I
Thanos.
said Josh Brolin. Thanos, the nigga in American Gangster. You know. Anyways, um, they're going at it a little bit. Here come Wong. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, what the fuck? So the dad was doing some reconnaissance, trying to get some information,
Yeah, he's been like
going
on
to
the
some of the
ground.
other
Yeah.
parents' house, like retracing steps, coordinating where all the kids went, which direction they ran. And between him and the teacher, because now they're friends or they're on the same side, they
Yeah,
come
he
to
realizes
figure
she has
out,
nothing to do with it. Yeah.
right. They triangulate a location on the map in town. And she's like, oh my God, that's little Timmy's house, whatever the boy's
Yeah.
name was. So we get to the house, and this is pretty much the climax of the film, if you will. There is a bunch of like in between little stuff that you see and stuff happens and whatnot. I even think it was a nice callback, not callback, I guess call to. The teacher was at home and she looked out the window one night and saw that like witch was written on her car. Before we even knew anything or whatever was going on, and we end up dealing with
A
you
witch.
know, a modern day witch. You know what I mean? Like even like what Dalton was saying about the parasite situation, like they were leaving like a little trail of breadcrumbs the whole time.
Absolutely.
That would lead us to this woman and you know the kids essentially, which is fucking crazy, bro. I think the ending was again. This is what we were waiting for. Uh, I don't know if you want to rush. I don't know how you want to. You can keep explaining how
Yeah,
you are because I'm
we don't
my
really need to
mind's
go
all over
like
the place.
we don't need to go to like every detail because if someone wants to watch it, they need to get some kind of
Yeah,
surprise,
of
right?
course, of course,
But
of course,
they find out
of
where the
course.
kids are. They go to the house. Um, the ladies set up some security basically in the house with like salt rings and stuff. If you pass the salt ring, one of her little mind control people like attack you. Um,
Yeah,
and they're like fighting these guys, and like obviously they don't feel pain. Like they're just like gonna keep going until like you kind of kill them, bro. Um, and while that's happening, the boy is like his is his parents are like the security guards for the aunt's room, right? So he like goes past the salt line on purpose to get them to chase him, and he locks them outside this room, and he goes around the house, makes it into the aunt's room, and steals her like witchcraft stuff, right? And he essentially wraps her hair around the stick and then breaks it. And so I thought his parents were gonna chase after, like get her. But
Mhm.
what really happens is it activates all the kids.
Mhm.
And so what happens is she's like the kids just immediately go ah! They're like chasing her, and they're like, and these kids are jumping through windows, running through doors and shit. And so she's running in like a nightgown through the neighborhood, and there's like 20 kids just chasing her. And so you see, there's a part where you just see her going ah, and then like 3 seconds later, you just hear all the kids go ah, and they're just doing that through the whole neighborhood. They're going through people's houses, they're breaking down fences, doors, all sorts of shit. Well, if you think the bitch gets away, no, she doesn't.
No,
Okay,
she doesn't get away.
So those kids catch her at one point, and boy, it's not pretty. They literally rip her apart, like not even a lie. They just literally
ripped her to shreds.
They just start pulling her in all directions. Arms, legs, limb, mouth, everything just gets shredded to pieces. In the moment she's out of commission, basically the spell breaks, right? But what you come to find out is like the longer you're in this state, the more your mind is gone.
Yeah.
Because the dad gets mind control for about 5 minutes and he immediately snaps to and is like back to business. But the parents and the kids are all like just comatose. Like they're standing there blank. And then the girl at the end is like, his parents are now in a different home and they're being taken care of and they're still not talking, basically. Like they're basically vegetables at this point.
Yeah, some of the kids as well.
And then they said the boy's living with an actual aunt, and she's a nice person. This is what the girl says. And then she says some of the kids have been able to start speaking again this year. So like basically the kids kind of had to restart from ground one. A nice little tidbit was the parent that Josh Brolin, you find out his kid's the bully in the class. That was the kid's bully that was the one who saved them all, basically. But that was the bully. But yeah, that's the main part that most people were talking about was that ending, because the ending was just very crazy to like just watch.
It's really more fucked up. Like,
yeah,
to think that these kids are going to forever be fucked up by that, you know what I'm saying, is insane. I do think though I would have maybe like, is there a way to fix this or whatever before I just told these niggas to rip her to shreds? Though he is a kid, I just praised your ass.
He was in the moment, bro. He was
or getting the right suit. I would have been like, yo, do what you gotta do right quick, but like we need to figure out how. But remember,
his parents were breaking down that door about to get his ass, right?
Yeah, so that's
like,
true. Yeah,
he had to just get it done. Like he was like, take her out.
Yeah. But like you said, there has been talks about a prequel to like try to get to the bottom of this woman's powers, or not powers, I guess, her
abilities,
and
then how old she really is. Yeah, because she was saying like certain things, and there was people didn't know like what she's talking about because her verbiage was like old time verbiage.
Yeah, so she had a taste something that they said was that was like from the Pilgrim, the
settlers.
Yeah, the settlers and shit like that. I think it was an interesting concept, like I said, but I guess part of me does feel like what would Jordan have done different with this film? It probably would have been a lot more scarier in that sense, maybe. Like a little bit more, his style of horror than what we got in the film. Because there was actually some like very funny moments, even while people were under mind control, like the I don't even know what to call it. The drug addict or whatever was under her control. Junkie, yeah, and he started attacking the dad, and the dad just kept like ragdolling him, throwing him. Wasn't even hitting him, like just throwing him around. That was funny to see. Um, that was
When the cop when
probably
the when the cop punched him.
the cop and the junkies little back and forth was funny as fuck too. But
Well,
yeah,
surprise,
I do.
surprise, the cop sucks. He's not great. Uh,
Well, he was trying. The teacher fucked him over for real. I mean, yes, he made his decision to drink and fall back into that, but like, man, she knows she put that little thing on him, but man,
yeah,
what? You know what I'm saying? Eh? It's easy. You get a little drinking, you know what I'm saying? Take a trip, take a walk on the wild side one time. Then he fucked his whole shit up. Like, the whole shit up. But he dead now, so it don't really matter. But what would you give the film out of 5 stars? Though?
oh, 5 stars.
Yeah, with 10 is too much. I
Yeah,
think
I'll
5
do like a
is
3.5.
out of 5 is not bad.
Yeah, I'll do like a 3.5.
Yeah, I'll probably give it that too. I'd watch it again just for shits and giggles. Um, but I don't have any like again mind blowing thing to say about the film. It's just a film, like, and it's a good film, but it's not like I think F1. We got F1. We got Superman. We got Sinners. We got what else did we get like this year? I'm pretty. Those were like the big ones.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four. Yeah, I forgot. Which is on Disney Plus now. If y'all haven't seen that, it's there. Um, I think the thing about it is like we've been getting spectacles, right? Like
Yeah,
things that actually make you want to go to the movies. Um, I don't think every trailer has like been done well enough to make you want to go see the film. Not every trailer for every movie that we just named. I think um obviously this trailer was like phenomenal enough to
yeah.
be
It
like,
was
yo,
it
what?
was a really good
I
trailer.
want to go see what's going on. I think F1, just the scale of the film itself was like, yo, this is tight. This is fucking
Yeah,
Brad Pitt
yeah.
driving a fucking
As a
race
guy,
car.
you're like, oh, Brad Pitt in race
Yeah,
car. Okay.
yeah, I'm going. Uh, But yeah, I think because I noticed like I mean the conversation's probably been going on for at least the past like 3-4 years of like how do we get more people to go to the film movies and like they're trying to come up with all these different like AMC got these deals and this sales and all that. And people talking about a bucket of popcorn costs $20. You know what I'm saying? That's why niggas not going to the movies. But really, what are we going to go see? Like at first they thought like nostalgia baiting us was like the ticket. It was like, oh, we're gonna remake Ghostbusters and we're gonna remake this and we're gonna remake that, and everybody's like, okay, bro, enough of the remakes, bro. Because Marvel was just kicking ass for so long, people were gonna go see those films
Yeah.
that weren't
So
remakes; they were brand new
that's the
films.
thing is like, and what also hurt is like the 45-day window thing, like because now, um, like most movies after 45 days will be available digitally
Yeah,
to buy or
yeah,
rent.
yeah,
And then soon after that on streaming, right?
yeah,
Um, like Weapons came out this year, and guess what? It's on HBO Max this year already.
yeah, crazy.
So like to get us to go, it has to be like something that like you have to make it something you can't miss. And this one made it seem like it was something like I have to know what's happening. I can't miss
Mm-hmm,
this.
mm-hmm.
Sinners was like a big deal because of who the director is, and then like
The star.
then like but just like oh shit, an all black. I mean, come on, every time we get like an all black movie, it's like an event, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Um
I was finna fuck up. I'm
bro,
trying.
Demon Slayer, like anime is so big now, like
Yeah, yeah,
Demon Slayer made hella bank
yeah,
globally, right? Like because that's just what's in right now. But people are going out like because they know for anime, they know if you don't go see it in the theaters, it's gonna take a while to get it in your hands. Like you're not gonna just be
yeah,
able to like sure you could probably try to bootleg it, but like that some people don't want to do that, right? Like
yeah. They want the real
um
thing.
but So you got to make people get up. Like, yeah, and of course, y'all's concessions are crazy, but theaters do that because that's how they make their money. They don't make any money from ticket sales.
Yeah.
So they get like a small kickback, but nothing substantial enough, like
Mm.
a $40 designer bucket of popcorn. But
Yeah.
um, but yeah, it's. But I would say all in all, like I think this year has been a a good year for movie attendance. I would say
Yeah,
like I
for
think
sure.
there's been, and then I think it's been also solid on the digital side because like I think like Superman's been doing fucking numbers digitally. Like people were like buying that shit like crazy, and it's doing like stupid streaming numbers too. So, um,
Superman, one of those films. Like, if I can't find something to watch on TV, I'll just throw that on. Like, if I can't find something on the streaming, I'll just throw that.
yeah.
Speaking
So,
of, right quick, I couldn't find something to watch the other night. And crazy enough, I was at my parents' house this past Sunday, and my mom is like a Tyler. She watched all the black shit like on streaming, and it was some Tyler Perry movie that was on. We were
oh,
watching, and we kind of was getting into it just to get into it. Like, oh, niggas wouldn't act like that in real life, whatever. So I'll have Tyler Perry on the brain. Pause. So I was on HBO Max. And I don't know, they made this a show because it's based off of a book. But Tyler Perry played Alex Cross
oh
in the
yeah,
movie.
yeah, he did.
I had to watch it,
You had to
Dalton.
see
I
what's up.
had
Yeah,
to. I just had to, bruh. Like, I was so compelled. I actually paid attention. I wasn't even trying to laugh at the shit. I just want to see how am I finna take Medea, gun and badge, out for revenge, fighting, kicking, running, jumping. Because the nigga like 6'5", bad body built. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him doing nothing athletic, bruh. But movie wasn't all that bad. It wasn't all that bad. It wasn't. I was,
I
okay.
was waiting for the punchline. Yeah, the movie ain't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. I
You
was
weren't
like,
mad at
okay,
it.
I
You
get
weren't
it.
offended by it.
Some parts was like, okay, man, who's this nigga? The Black Bond, man? Like, what is he doing, man? But ultimately, movie wasn't that bad. Nigga sniped his wife, bruh. Like, yeah, I'm finna come kill you, dog. Fuck these kids. Fuck grandma. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming for that.
Fuck,
But
grandma.
yeah. Well, it's his mom, but the kid's grandma. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I fuck with Superman heavy. I mean, I was Superman for Halloween. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I fuck with the guy. And we got the announced, I think this today, maybe that Brainiac is going to be.
Yeah, they've confirmed that that's the villain. Yeah.
Yeah, and 2027. That's a fast turnaround.
Hey, but people have been clamoring for Brainiac for years. So
Yeah.
finally get it. Let's see what happens, man. Um, and then we'll see what Supergirl because that comes out this coming year. So we'll see what
Yeah.
that brings. But uh, yeah. But as far as my album for this movie,
Mm.
this one was a little difficult, obviously. But if there's anything like kind of like a little off kilter and then like dark, I would say Danny Brown, Atrocity Exhibition. That's probably the best one I got. I am a Danny Brown fan. Uh, he people love this album. Like if you're a Danny Brown fan, like this is one of the ones that people are like, oh shit, this is the one. But Danny Brown, when he talks about this album, he always gets mad about this album because he's like, bruh, I'm still in the red in this album because I sampled so much shit on here. But
Yeah.
but it's a banger. It's very very off kilter. I mean, if you know Danny Brown, like that should be automatic. But I think it does match the vibe of this movie, at least even a little bit. So that's my album
I
pick.
I have a song pick. I'm going Man on the Moon 2, Mr. Solo Dolo
Okay.
by Kid Cudi. I think the instrumentation fits the vibe of this
Mhm.
movie. And though the Mister in question is actually a Mrs., which is the teacher.
The
I feel
teacher.
like the lyrics speak to her and what she's going through,
Yep.
being alone in a town where
I
everybody
think
feels
some of the
like,
beats definitely
yeah,
work with this album, this movie too. If you do that,
yeah,
on there for sure.
yeah. Yeah, that's my pick. All I hear is the little ding dong ding ding dong ding. Yeah, but I
What a great
feel like,
example.
yeah, I know it was bad. It was very bad. But do you have your movie for next week picked?
Yeah, so I got a question for you first before
Okay.
um I want to cuz I have two in mind, but I
Hmm.
want to see what kind of vibe you want first before I'm going to let you pick the vibe and I'll tell you the movie.
Okay, what are the two vibes?
Do you want heavy action or do you want a classic?
Mm, a classic.
Okay. So then the other one will be what I pick next time.
Okay.
We have to. It's been a while, but we have.
Okay.
I've been. I
I have
need
a
you.
feeling I know what you're gonna say.
Do you?
I think
It's time we go back.
Black Dynamite.
No,
Oh.
no,
Okay. Okay.
not a
Fair.
bad idea, but no.
Okay. Fair.
Um,
Fair. 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 Fair.
this is an animated movie. Um,
Oh.
and that movie is The Incredibles.
Oh, I just watched this recently. That's no issue. Bet. I actually like that idea. We should do like a couple of animated films in a row. I like that idea.
You want to do some, but gotta start with Incredibles.
Yeah, I'm with that. I just watched both of them like 3, 4, or maybe a month and a half
Raiden
ago.
puts them on in like chunks, so I come in and I'll watch like a random part. But I'm like, I need to
Yeah,
watch this whole movie again because like this is literally one of my favorite movies of all time, and I need
yeah.
to
The
like
Incredibles is hard.
um. So yeah, I'm gonna pick The Incredibles. I'm surprised you picked the classic though. I was thinking you're gonna go action, but
Yeah, because classic is like, that was good. I don't know. Black Dynamite came to mind because the way you kind of like lit up, I was like, oh, he finna say Black Dynamite. But no, Incredibles is
I
incredible.
mean, if you want to do
I'm
Black
with that.
Dynamite next week, we can. I don't mind watching that shit. I'm the one who showed you that fucking movie. So
True enough. But no, really, you saying that it took. I know what movie I want to watch next, like after that. So I'm gonna wait. But yeah, I like this idea. That's a good idea. Great idea. Great fucking idea.
well, yeah, but after your pick, I'm picking the other one I was picking because I'm gonna get you to watch this movie that I'm the other one I'm thinking of. But yeah, we're gonna dive into The Incredibles next week. One of the quintessential animated movies, one of the best movies ever made, for sure. But diving in there, um, and we'll talk about that for sure next week. Is there anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
No, man. Shit, we outside. Black is beautiful. Yeah, you know what I'm
And
saying?
we don't fuck with nobody that ain't got their itinerary. You know what I'm saying?
Type shit. Pay your water bill, nigga. That's all I gotta say. Right? Hey, it's coming. It's coming. They finna be on your ass. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey,
They finna be on your ass, boy.
but yeah, that's it for us here I obviously need to take some medicine. I'm about to die over here.
Yeah. Get you some Hennessy,
I'm about
honey.
to go. I'm
Put
about to
that
just
in the
go
microwave.
turn the shower on and sit in the bathroom with the steam.
15 seconds in the microwave. Take it out. Take a sip. Squeeze a lemon. Put it back in. Another 15 seconds. Take it out. Drink that in its entirety. Get that lemon you discarded earlier. Suck on it.
Oh my
Take it
god!
out. Throw it away.
Don't black dot on my
I'm
yeah. I
just
want
making this shit
split
up
down the
as I
middle,
go.
smush fried.
Yeah, I don't know. Drink a hot toddy, bro. Call it a
Wait,
day.
what don't make no sense in this motherfuckers? It's service. Bitch, do you see us?
Hey, Tommy Davidson don't get his comedic
No,
flowers, bro.
amazing.
But that Barnell Jones shit he did
Varnell
on Martin
Jones.
is fucking classic, bruh.
That boy said,
Classic. I just watched that shit the other
"Oh,
day,
I
dog.
got my own
Like,
lake. Fish are delicious."
yeah, yeah. All right, now it's your boy. Y'all niggas don't know about Tommy Davidson, dog.
Duh.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Tommy Davidson, man. Proud family. You right? All right, but
But all right, bro. We will see y'all next week. Y'all have a blessed evening. Y'all be safe.
Please be safe. Take care of oneself and each other and shit like that. You right?